Hi, I'm Kenneth Wajda. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado. Welcome to another one of my photography talks. So I want to talk about photo shoots, especially street photography. I was just out in Washington, D.C. for an annual commercial gig that I shoot every year. And I was walking around just between the White House and the Capitol. Our hotel is situated right in that area, and it's real close to the Ford Theater. There's a Leica store right there, and it is such a treat to go out and photograph street there. And I realized that what street needs is some quantity of people, some energy of people. I was in Columbia, Missouri on my trip across the country because I drove out and back, and there's a town that's full of a college energy. It's fun, but there aren't enough people. When I got to DC, I got to really experience a lot of people in a lot of different places, and it was a treat to be able to go out and shoot street there. I think street is really limited in my inspiration to places where I have a lot of energy from a lot of different people coming from every different direction. You know, even sometimes in the morning I would sit inside of a coffee shop and I would focus just about 3 feet away from me and wait till people passed my window, staring into the sun, so they really couldn't see hardly me, and certainly couldn't even see what else was going on because they're just busy trying to get to work. And to be able to capture all of that energy, people, you know, even like what I was in Austin once for South by Southwest, and I was trying to do street there, and it's almost like there aren't any people there. There are, but they're all going to the conference, and they all have badges on, and in some sense they all look like the same person. They're all in groups, they're all about the same age, they're all going to the conference, and they all look alike. Whereas in the city of Washington, there's all kinds of people. There's all kinds of levels of different, you know, socioeconomics, and there's just a whole lot of different kinds of things. There's a lot of people going to work, a lot of business people, a lot of people, tourists. Tourists aren't a bad thing, but if that's all that's there, it kind of becomes a one note for me as a street photographer. And I noticed that, you know, I've shot a lot in Boulder, but I get sometimes tired of shooting in Boulder. Their Pearl Street Mall feels like a touristy place, and it almost feels a little bit like shooting in a shopping mall, an outdoor shopping mall, but still a shopping mall. And Denver certainly has a little bit more of an edge and a little bit more vibe, and I need to go down there and shoot more. But Washington was such a treat. I'll put some links to some of the photos below, and to me, when you're in a new place, you see things with new eyes. And that was certainly, it happens to me every year when I go to Washington. I get excited for street again. I can literally just walk along and just keep shooting because everybody's got a little story. Whether it's a guy setting up his hot dog stand, whether it's a group of people just passing by with, you know, there's one shot I have of, there's a car turning, there's people crossing streets, there's just energy, and everywhere you look, there's people. And I'm fascinated by that human life just going about a single day, a simple day. So I'll put some links below. You can see some of those photos. And what are your experiences with street photography? I know I certainly can't do it in a town like the town I live in, which is very small. The only other person on the street will go, "What are you doing?" And then you go, "Oh, I'm doing street photography," and you're the only street person I can possibly photograph. And I like street photography with people in it. I'm not the biggest fan of photography with just objects and architecture, but there's a place for that. But I tend to go out for people photos. So take a look below, and I welcome your comments. Thanks very much for watching. If you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button. If you can support, hit the Patreon, and thanks so much for watching. We'll talk photography again soon.